I feel like this is the outfit I get just attacked by a dog in.
Hi guys, my name's Dean. This is the Clean Hamster podcast, and it's episode 101. 101 Dalmatians. 101 Dalmatians. Okay, anyway. Hey Dean, you just started. Do you really need to say anyway when you just start? Is this the worst podcast of all time? No, it feels good because this is the second ever video podcast. I also want to take a quick second to say thank you for the support, the continued support of this podcast. Episode 100 was released on audio and video last week, and I'm very happy about it. Also, the audio was fucking garbage, and if you notice something right now, the audio is 100% better. I got too excited last week. I didn't do enough preparation. I just was too stoked to have my best friends over to hang out and record it, and I'm sorry for not being better on the technical side of things. So that one's on me. My AC just turned on. It's loud. Hopefully you can't hear it. I'm shaking. Okay. Wow. Get to it. So I just realized that I'm going to split this podcast up into some segments because I know we go all willy-nilly. Who gives a shit on this thing? We as in me, because I suck at formats. But what I'm going to do is just simply put it right here off the top, current events. And by current events, I mean stuff that's happened to me recently. And, telling you about what's going on in my life, and that's a lot of fun. And then, about halfway through the podcast, we're going to move on to everyone's favorite topic, stories from adolescence. So that's going to be a lot of fun. We have a lot of that today. So here we go. What have I been up to lately? Not much. Oh, wait. I went back to work. And by that, I mean I went back to a restaurant job that I had part-time before the pandemic happened. It's the place that I work at with Jacob on it's like a Friday and Saturday gig. And I didn't go back to Earl's because kind of ruined that one for myself because I made a YouTube video of everyone who I've ever worked with there talking about how I was not a good worker. So it would just be embarrassing to go back. And it's, but who knows? Maybe one day. Maybe if this shit doesn't work out, you never know. But who the fuck knows? You know what I mean? But I went back to work. My part-time job, my part-time weekend gig. Also, I like this job because I get to work with my best friend. Like I said, one of my best friends, I get to work with him, and we have a good time. And it also just keeps me off the streets. And I'm serious when I say that. Like, I like having stuff to do on the weekends, especially work, because I'm on the clock, I'm making money, and I'm not in a ditch or something, because that's the thing. I'm so goddamn unpredictable. I really don't know what I would like. It's just nice to not know what I could possibly be doing. So that's nice. But I going back to work with something else. I was a host. So I had a little podium like a mayor, and I had my mask on, and I would just tell people, like, here's the thing, you got to scan this for contact tracing, and I got to show them tables. It was only a 30-person patio, and it was just so much fun to do. So, with that came the things that I didn't miss. Now, we're going to make a fun little list of things I just did not miss whatsoever. And number one on the list is middle-aged men by themselves. What the fuck are you doing? Go away. You're bumming everyone out. And also, what is with... what the fuck? Hey, what the hell is with middle-aged guys chilling by themselves, being so chatty with everyone who clearly is not down to chat? I'll never and they don't even need to have fucking alcohol in them. They're just like, yeah, so today, and you're like, I didn't ask, man. And I get it. Some people are lonely and they're just down to have a chat. But shut up. I actually didn't ask, and I don't care. Oh, hey, did you know this bar used to be? No, I don't, and I don't really give a shit. I'm not down to chat. Listen, don't get me wrong. Actually, get me whichever way you want. But I'm just fuck all the small talk shit when you know I'm never gonna see you again. Like, I don't care, man. Like, I'm at work, and it's my first day back at work, and it's probably your first day out, right? Because the pandemic just ended. I get we're all excited to see people, but just sit down and have a drink. I don't want to chill. I'm working, Leave me alone. I'm not, my social skills are not sharpened enough yet to have a small talk, and that's what we'll call it. To have a small talk with some guy. I don't care. I just didn't miss it, and they're just saying stuff. They'll just say something out loud, and it's to someone who wasn't even. That always happens. Like if an older gentleman is sitting there and he's having a beer, and then like a group of like 4 girls sits at a table near him, and they're not paying attention to him, this always happens. He'll say something. Like, he'll just say, like, an observation. He'll just be like, that's quite the purse, or some shit. And then one of them, every time, one of the girls that he was addressing will go, what? Like, not quite hearing it. And it just creates the most awkward thing. And I always see it, and my asshole tightens like, fucking that. And it makes me so angry. And I go, you just could have not said that and minded your business. But no. You had to be chipper or whatever. I don't know, man. Good for you, though, for, like, just being like, but stop, It's just so annoying. It just makes me a little angry. Because I'm not that kind of person. Whenever I sit I don't go to places by myself, but even if I were to do that, I wouldn't really bother anyone. I wouldn't really, like, I wouldn't just strike up a convo. You know what I mean? I like when just things happen, like, organically. Like, there already has to be something there. Like, if I'm not going to be like, hey, I like that fucking jacket. Like, I don't know. It's just not yet. I'm not ready for that yet. I haven't been for a while, And the other thing I didn't miss, this is going to be tough to say. No, it's not. I didn't miss you, drunk as fuck 22-year-old girls. Wow. Why don't you stay inside for longer? You're the worst. Hey, don't get me wrong. Drunk 22-year-old guys are awful too. But let me explain the difference. Because this might ruffle some feathers. Because I'm sure there's some 22-year-old people that listen to this podcast. And I appreciate you very much. And by the way, I'm not just talking about drunk. I should have specified this. I'm talking about blackout fucking drunk 22-year-old white girls. Whoa. Stay inside. Stay inside and stop thinking everyone's challenging you. No one's challenging you. They're looking at they're most of the and by challenging I mean like drunk 22-year-old white girl, blackout drunk 22-year-old white girls are the first people to be the meanest to the people serving them, looking out for them, taking care of them, serving them drinks, whatever, showing them where the bathroom is, stuff like that. Because there's so much pride that comes with being a blackout drunk 22-year-old white girl, because they're still kind of new to like the bar scene, because they're still in the first three years of being of legal drinking age. They're still coming out of that like maybe post college drinking all the time wherever the fuck I want. I'm established here, there, everywhere, whatever the fuck, right? They've been to quite a lot of house parties. And I'm talking, and this is in a city too. This is in Toronto, right? So when they go out, they just have this fucking aura about them that's just like, I'm here. And it's like, yeah, we can hear you. You pulled up screaming in an Uber. And there's still people having dinner here with kids, strollers, and maybe a dog tied up. And you're just not the only person on earth right now. So if you could just act accordingly, please. But they don't. Young drunk guys are just stupid. They're just the dumbest motherfuckers ever. They're just, all of them are like, wait, what? Wait, why? You know what I mean? They're dumb as fuck. They're 5-year-olds. But drunk, young, like 22-year-old white girls are just like, they're constantly like having to, it's like they're proving something and no one's challenging them. They're just like, no, I can, what, you think and you're like, I'm just telling you something. I'm not trying to, and they're just like, well, guess what? I've been, and you're like, yeah, that's cool. That's cool though. And you can't tell them anything, even if they ask. Hey, literally this happened. I'm not joking. This happened. Hey, where's the bathroom? Oh, you go inside, take a left, take another left. Whoa. I don't need a fucking map. I just tell me where it is. And you're like, oh, I am, dick. What the fuck? Like, that actually happened. I'm not joking. I'm telling you everything that happened to me at my first shift at this job on Saturday night. Okay? Now, also this happened. A girl that now this always fucking happens to me. A girl that I know, I'm not going to say her name, but she was in the neighborhood. It was 4:45 p.m., okay? 4:45 p.m. It's a 30-person patio. It's mostly, couples who live in the neighborhood, kind of, in their late 20s, early 30s, shit like that, having a drink. It's not even dinner time. The sun is at the top of the fucking sky. And I'm sitting at the host stand. An Uber pulls up, and I just hear, Dean! Everybody whips their head around to her. And the owners of this bar that I work at have just finished working, and they're sitting at a table right next to me, having a drink. And they just shoot a glance at me like, oh, you know her? Judgment all the way. And I'm just cringing. And you could hear it in her voice that she's been drinking since 11:45 a.m. And you could hear it in her voice that her family comes from money. You know what I mean? It just made me so fucking mad. She pulls up with two friends. Her two friends were a little less drunk than her, but still, like, manageable. Like, they even told me, they're like, by the way, like, we're here for, like, one drink, and then we're fucking going home. Don't worry. Like, because restaurant people have that. Restaurant people love being like, by the way, I know I'm the worst, but I'll leave soon. But while I'm here, I'm going to be pretty tough to deal with. And you're like, that's about all I can ask for, so thank you for your self-awareness. So they have a seat. Everything's good. This girl is just trying to, like, okay, and by the way, I know this girl because I used to work with her at another restaurant back in the day. I think she got fired. I don't really know. Nice girl when she's sober, when I've worked with her. Always been pleasant. But she's just so fucked up. And I think she might have been doing drugs. Who knows? I do. She's sitting there and she's so drunk that it's like I'm not even at work. She's just trying to chill with me. You know what I mean? Just walking up to the host stand and be like, so what's up? Like, where you been? And I'm like, you can't just, like, it's still kind of COVID. You know what I mean? Sit. And, like, I can't chill or, like, chat or be, I'm on the clock. I can't even really be 100% myself. Go away. She leaves the patio to go have a cigarette and sit on this bench that's, like, 25 feet away outside of the patio. And from over there, she's just like, Dean! And the whole patio is just like, what the fuck? Like, what is with this girl? And literally I go, oh my God, what? I'm working. I can't hang with you. And classic super drunk girl fashion just goes, okay, sorry, Mr. Working. Oh my God, sorry, I'm fucking embarrassing you. I'm being unreasonable. Every single time. Man. Drunk girls, you could literally just say something that's so reasonable and logical because you're sober to a super drunk girl. And they're like, what, what? Oh, now now you're mad at me? Oh, now you're fucking, okay, Mr. fucking challenge, like this challenge, look at your fucking shirt or whatever. And you're like, oh, I didn't know you changed. And they're like, why are you mad at me? I'm not mad at you. I'm sober at you. Right now, I'm smarter. Like, right now. I'm aware. I'm the only one who's aware you're embarrassing yourself. Doesn't matter who you are, girl, boy. Doesn't matter what gender you are. When you're super drunk, you just lose that awareness. You always do. And it takes a sober person to try to take you down from that level for a second and be like, hey, just so you know, like, and even me, even when I've been super drunk, if someone's like, yo, chill, I go, no, I get it. But when is that ever going to change? No. So I was just fucking fuming for a while. And then guess what? When it was time for her to leave, she came up to me. I'm really sorry for being so drunk and embarrassing you. And I went, thank you. I appreciate that. It's okay. Just literally just get home safe. Because the way she was like just talking to random people, being like, hey, to like anyone, I was like, someone's going to kill you. Like someone's going to kill you. Like worst case, obviously, but like just whoa, you know what I mean? And would just go to the bathroom every 15 minutes. And here's the other thing too. The drunkest person on the patio that I'm working on, the drunkest, loudest person on the patio that I'm working on has affiliation with me. Oh, that's so embarrassing for me. So Jacob and all the other guys I work with were just like, oh, you know her, huh? And I went, oh, fuck, I guess I do. And now my fridge is on. Great. Fuck me in the ass. Fuck me in the fucking ass, man. And then 3 hours later, another girl I knew showed up. Wasn't as drunk. But she got very drunk. Almost fell out of her chair. I caught her chair. It was actually badass. Caught her chair. She ordered 2 more of her drinks. And I remember Jacob walked by me after serving them out, and he just went, that's the last one. Where are these girls coming from? And I'm like, I don't know. They just live around. Like, they may have seen my story. I don't know. I'm sorry. And she's sitting kind of like near me while I'm sitting at the host stand. And her friend goes to the bathroom, and this girl turns to me, and she said, Is it weird that I'm here right now? Now it is. Whoa. That's a tough one. We're not dating. But now it's like different. And I was just in my own head about that. No, you're having a good time. It's your first night out. Enjoy. But it's not weird that you're at my work. But she was so drunk. I felt so bad. And she was trying to like talk to people. And it became like inaudible. Like it was just holy guacamole. Anyway, that wraps up my first night at work. Hey, I didn't really miss super drunk people. At all. Wow, like, oh, I wanted to slice my cock lengthwise. Ew. Also, current events. Holy shit. Saw my ex recently. Not for like a sneaky link. Not for like, any of that shit. But I was at the park. I was walking through listening to music. It's like 3 p.m. I see 2 friends I used to work with at Earl's. And they're like, oh, Dean, come here. And they waved me over. I was chilling with them, reminiscing. And my friend said, isn't that your ex? Like, gesturing behind me. And behind me at this park is like thousands of people sitting on blankets, drinking, having an amazing time, right? It's a beautiful day and stuff. And I'm facing him, so I can't see what he's looking at. So as soon as he said, and also, let me preface this story with this. I've never seen an ex. I've had one relationship before the last one, and it was a long distance one. So I have never felt the feeling of like running into an ex before. Because the other one lives in Vancouver, British Columbia. I've just never, like, you know what I mean? I've just never like had that, like that blood drained out of my head moment where it's like, oh, fuck, there's someone I used to say I love you to. You know what I mean? I've just never experienced that. So this is the first time I've ever had an ex in the same city that that I live in. It was a lot. to process. So like I can't see her, and I'm also thinking, I was like, has she seen me? Because I was walking by that thing. You know what I mean? So my friend's like, pretty sure that's her. And I go, are you fucking positive, man? And also another thing, things didn't end horribly. Don't worry. I've talked about it here. It's fine. Like it's a mutual thing. We had to break up. It wasn't working out. And he goes, well, I don't know, look. And I'm like, fuck. You know what I mean? I'm just a lot of thoughts running through my head. I don't know, like, and I turn and she's like right here. Just like in another group of girls. And I just whip my head back around and I was like, well, I'm gonna leave now. And like, my friend was like, why? Like, it's like, aren't you too cool? And I was like, yeah, we're cool, but like her hair's different. And I don't know how to describe how I'm feeling right now. So I'm gonna stand up and walk home. And then my other friend said, well, why don't you just go say hi? Hey, fuck that. It's the park. Everyone's sitting cross-legged on the grass. How fucking creepy is it for a guy to stand up and walk up to a group of girls sitting, because she was with her friends, and they probably haven't heard the best stories about me. I walk up with a red cup. Hey. I'm like up here. Hey. What's up? And they're just like, hi. With like this and shit. It's awkward as fuck with their sunglasses on. And then what? I catch up? No chance. And then I walk away and one of them's like, he wore that shirt last time I saw him. Or fucking something. Like, no. I'm going home. Fuck that. You know what I mean, though? Like, her hair was, like, lighter. And I was like, why is her hair lighter? Like, it was up to me. She changed her hair. But I just had never seen her with that light of hair. So I was like, you know what I mean? Like, it's the first thing I noticed. I was like, her hair's lighter. And then I went home. Okay? Jesus. Okay, current events, done. Dean's got a lot to sort out in his mind. A lot. All right, well, we're going to talk. Okay, you know what? What's everyone's favorite segment? Stories from Adolescence with Dean Barry Hebsher. All of these stories take place in a town called Dundas, Ontario, which some people don't like it when I talk shit about Dundas. But here's the thing: I'm not a true citizen. I moved there because of a divorce. Okay, I got there when I was fucking 10. And all the day ones are like, stop talking shit about Dundas on your podcast. One time I went to a party at my friend Emily's house, and another girl who I went to high school with, who I'm still friends with, she's cool, but she walked right up. She didn't even say, hi, Dean, how are you? She went, hey. Shoved my shoulder and just went, stop talking shit about Dundas. And I went, did you just admit to me that you listened to my podcast? Dundas is you couldn't write this shit, man. Dundas was a crazy place. It's weird. It's weird as fuck. Some absolute characters there. I've told a lot of stories about this on the podcast. By the way, I just want to let everyone know, these are now videos. Episode 100 on, now videos. Episode 1 to 99 is still on Spotify and Apple Music and blah, 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 blah. So go get them there. In grade 11, in year 11, in 11th grade, I've talked about my buddy Marshall on this podcast many times. Okay, that guy's hilarious. He's also 6'6", bald, and him and I drink the same. Him and I could both have. He's gigantic. He outweighs me a lot. Him and I will both have 6 Heinekens and be blackout and like not be able to talk. It's the funniest thing in the world. So one day, I'm sitting in business class with Miss Reynolds and all my friends. And I just get a notification on my BlackBerry that Marshall tagged me in a tweet. This guy fucked with everybody, man. It's like he knew. He's such an interesting guy. It's like he knew that high school wasn't important while he was in high school. No one realizes that until after. A lot of people like claim. At certain points, I thought I did, but I always still cared so much about what people thought about me. I still do. But like Marshall, this guy, man, literally, he was like, this doesn't matter. While he was in grade 10. Fucking wow. His demeanor just said so much more, you know? He one time tweeted, But this is when hashtags were like new. So he made up a hashtag. He made a new hashtag. He created a new one. And it was hashtag tag a virgin. Was not even a trending topic. And then he tagged me at like 11:20 in the morning on a Wednesday in high school. Because high school Twitter, everyone you followed and everyone who followed you was in your class or in your school. So everyone saw it, and that's how everyone found out that I was still a virgin. And I remember texting him, being like, dude, take that down. He's like, oh, you fucking... Like, I don't know, everyone's probably thinking like, what a fucking asshole. No, it was really funny. I mean, yeah, it bothered the shit out of me. Because this was that time when everyone was like kind of having sex. It started, you know what I mean? It was like halfway through 11th grade when you're like 16 or 17. This is when everyone kind of started to... This is when girls started saying, okay. And guys were like, come on. You know what I mean? Like... That's when it started happening. I was late to the party. I'm a big time late bloomer. But like, hey man, I don't like everyone knowing that. It's embarrassing. And also, it's not even noon yet, and I'm so fucking embarrassed at school. Dick. Hashtag, I want everyone to start that. Hashtag tag a virgin. Tag a virgin. That wasn't even a trending topic. And he just made it up to embarrass me. Mm-hmm. My best friend. One of my best friends. Marshall. Thanks, bud. Okay. One more story from adolescence. I made the basketball team in grade 11 and in grade 12. Didn't make it in the 10th grade. I made I can't say the word anymore. I made the little person basketball team in grade 9. It was called the other thing for real. It was called that word. Can't say it. That word, boys basketball team. The little person boys basketball team is now what I'll say. Literally, it says that in a fucking yearbook. I can go get it, but whatever. My dad said, yeah. Because I was bummed out that I didn't make it in the 10th grade. I was really bummed out. And he's like, just work out all summer. Fucking I had basketball net in my driveway. Worked on it. Worked on the jump shot. I'm cash. I could still rip. I still know my way around a goddamn court. And like, I made the team in the 11th grade. And then after I made the team, my dad was like, make sure you keep your grades up or else I'm going to take you off the team. And I was like, when did this become Duke University, asshole? And then my report card came in, and he was like, what did I say? What did I say? Also, how many fucking report card dad stories do I have? Jesus Christ. He's like, what did I say? If you didn't maintain a something average, I'm taking you off the team. You're off the team. And I was like, you told me to fucking work to get on the team. And me putting all my energy into that I took all the energy to make the basketball team. Like, all the energy I could have used to, like, study, I guess, or pay attention in class, was used to work on my jump shot. So, fuck, man. I was so pissed off. He took me off the team, and I had to go up to the coach and go, my marks aren't good enough. My dad's taking me off the team. And even the coach was like, what? This isn't like a prep school. This is public high school basketball. Why is your dad so fucking serious? And I was like, I don't know. So, we had a home game the next week. And I was like, I want to fucking play. And I had work. After school. I called my job and I said, I can't make it to work. I'm not feeling well. And they bought it. And I went to the basketball game. So my dad thinks I'm at work. Because I would go there right after school. But I actually went to play basketball on the team. Got like 2 minutes of playing time. Best moment of my life. And the game kind of ended like when work would usually end for me. And I get home. And I got all my stuff packed. I put on like my uniform to make it look like I was at work. I get home. My dad's like, how was work? And I go, it was all right. And he goes, who won? And I went, what? And he goes, who won the game? I went, what game? And he goes, Dean, I went by your job. You weren't there. They said you were sick. So now they know you're lying. I know you're lying. Did you at least win the basketball game you went to without my permission? Oh. And I went, no. Because we lost. Holy shit. So embarrassed. And then in grade 12, I made the basketball team again. And deja fucking vu, bitches. My grades weren't good enough to stay on the team. We're up to my dad's standards. And my dad took me off the team again. And to save myself the embarrassment, I just didn't tell anyone and stopped going to the practices and stopped caring altogether. And then I got off Adderall and went, fuck school. I'm going to be a fucking comedian. Okay? And I remember all my friends were like, how come you're not coming to practice? And then I remember Marshall was like, well, you probably didn't get fucking good grades again. It embarrassed me like crazy. But he didn't pull me off the team until I was like 5 games in. I got to play like 5 games. And one of the games was on my birthday, November 22nd, 2012. I got my braces taken off on my birthday in high school. And we had a game that night. My mom and my stepdad drove down from Kitchener to watch the game. I got my braces off. I was handsome. I was smiling ear to ear. I didn't get a fucking minute of playing time. And then a week later, I got pulled off the team for having bad grades. Now I'm trying to be funny for people, obviously. Like, wow, Dean. Fuck up more, you know? Dude, so embarrassing. Okay. All right, I think that pretty much covers it. This is episode 101. I just wanted to do one of these solo. I'm going to have a guest on next week. I'm going to have a guest on the next week. It's going to be a lot more fun. But I wanted to do this. I love you guys. Thank you so much for the support of this podcast. I'm going to put links to my socials down below. By the way, I have a main channel. It's just called Dean Hebsher. I upload there weekly as well. And let's try to get this one going too. So let's try to get this video to 1,000 likes and 1,000 views because that would really get my confidence up. And if not, whatever, I get it. You're busy. But this is a Clean Hamster podcast, man. No matter what, swipe the fuck up, dude. Swipe the fuck up, you know? Because there's nothing better than sitting in my kitchen, looking down the barrel of the lens and telling you guys how fucking funny it is that 2 years in a row my dad pulled me off the basketball team because I didn't maintain, a 75 average? Which, Dean, that's doable. But I guess it wasn't. But you know what is doable? This podcast. Thank you so much for supporting this. I love every single one of you. I've been getting a lot of great messages lately saying that this is so fun to listen to, like that this is like it's like you're just catching up with a friend, and like that really warms my heart. So thank you so much. But I'll see you guys soon, and subscribe for more fucking Dean Core.